It's all it is a tick on the scoreboard against you. You still have a full buy here. So just keep trying to set this game in your tempo and see if you can just really make V1 have to respond to you.
And I like this a lot, you know, break the wall immediately, show that resistance. And at the same time, the V1 team, they are pushing Dish with a couple players. There's a trademark up there to alert LG to this. And the question, you know, the thing is, though, is that LG are not committing heavy into B. So that trademark actually, oh, it's
smoked.
Oh, they smoked it. Interesting. Okay. So they're going to use that information, and that's not information LG have.
The only thing that LG have to work off is Moose. And as if he wins this 1v1, it completely opens his sight. But, oh, didn't like the look of the gunfight. So the same Sky Smoke comes through to block off the play through ramps, or pardon me, through ropes. And Moose will actually take his energy on towards the site. First time we've seen this kind of double hit come through for LG, and it works out absolutely perfectly for him, leaving V1 with a 3v5 retake. And I don't know how you get through this. Maybe there's a world you can get a resurrection off, but with the kills coming through, it looks unlikely.
Yeah, really great timing on the mid-round rotation from Luminosity upon, you know, calling that, really beating version 1 to the site, getting better positions. And that deep angle from Sans, or rather from Moose on Sans, was such a, you know, that's such a great start for them. At that point, it becomes really difficult, and there's only one player on the site that's isolated. In fact, I think it was no, it was Dazzle. They just like won that swing. But even if Dazzle doesn't get that swing and gets traded, like, you know, his teammate will get the trade kill. So they're still likely winning this round. So essentially, you know, Luminosity just, again, great call in the mid rounds, good timing found. And version 1, it just felt, we just said the last round, oh, it feels like they're stabilizing now, and here we go.
To not just tie this game, but potentially retake the lead.
Yeah, we got this heavy focus once again towards A main, and who's working on dish control. Oh, Rolling Thunder coming through there, looking for the push from the teammates through A main on the defense. V1 looking to get aggressive, but that rocket, that showstopper, is preventing them from really committing, and Marta's going to be forced to burn it, but that is kind of tit for tat. Rolling Thunder canceled out by the showstopper.
Yeah, it's just ult for ult, but Moose once again, different point of contact. He's the first one to look into the site. This time he does it through the top side at drop, avoids the critical trademark position, and it's another first blood tallied by LG. It really is, again, version 1 trying to get aggressive, but Luminosity, with this slow-natured approach, has punished. The resurrection will allow this to stay 5v5, but LG are going to go quick to B.
Yeah, they know off that rotation, the Sage is normally around Arcade, so that gives them a sense that they have a man advantage, at least on this push. And there's a Rolling Thunder coming through, and it's going to slow things down. The orbital strike as well. Everything's getting sent into the round to prevent the site from being taken. Dazzle, with excellent shots there, takes down 2. And that is still now a time alive in this round. And another one from Dazzle. They get themselves the plant off the back of this entries.
That is unbelievable from Dazzle. He's blocked out by the incendiary, and V1 are cleaning up his teammates. He's just like itching to get into the fight, and as he does, he takes down 3. Flash comes through, double peek. Oh my goodness, Penny nearly reads it perfectly off of the flash. But it's Dazzle who will have the last word with 4 in the round. We tie it up at 10, Dan.
That's kind of unreal that he dodges the breach flash, and his spray transfer looks on point. That would have been quite upsetting, I'm sure. But yeah, this was amazing. You know, V1 just ever so slightly a little too slow in that mad dash. But again,
V1 do not have a lot of weapons, but Whippy, how does he keep finding value with the Marshall in full buy rounds from LG? That's at least the second headshot he's pulled. A number of other moments where he's connected for some significant health. And as Tig will start working back for another orbital strike, LG are kind of in a bad spot at the moment in this 4v5. That if no ground to work with, they do have a couple of traps to make sure there is no V1 push through from the A site. So really everything for LG is going to hinge on a full 4-man push somewhere into this B point, you figure.
Yeah, and the setup's pretty cool here from version 1 as well. You know, they got the trademarks there in Sans as well as Dish, and they're just committing to the site. They're really happy to just try to play passive here. And Whippy up high, able to get a trade there. And Marta's quite low also. They just have to delay. Rotation is coming now through mid, through spawn.
And Whippy's just waiting for someone to peek him. If he could go 1-for-1, that would be unbelievable. And no, he doesn't pull the trigger. How has he not done that? Oh, it's so unfortunate because Mata was the one low health pool member. So there was an opportunity to get this into a defensive favor as far as numbers are concerned, but now it's going to have to be Xander. He'll be actually missed by the recon. but it may not make much of a difference. Just the last two holding Sheriff as they try to come back in.
Peas and Xander. Fault line of flash coming through. Actually, no fault line, but it doesn't really matter too much. The trades are in, and that's the round won by LG. 11-10. They take the lead.
Regardless, 11-10. Two are out. Early fault line for LG for the first time actually does force the barrier orb to be played again through Arcade. But for LG, this is fine. You're kind of spreading the map for one of the first attempts that we've seen them do this, where you're kind of putting pressure on multiple points at once.
Yeah, and that actually clears up a lot of space for B-Dog here to go pretty deep with the tour de force, because the attention has to be towards Arcade. They're breaking the wall as well, so B-Dog might be able to catch somebody here. This is a very dangerous position indeed for version 1 to be in.
Good smoke. That's going to allow a reposition for Xander to get not only out of tower, but it kind of allows an opportunity for the consideration for LG that, hey, version 1's defense may have actually thrown a member on towards site, so they kind of have to re-clear this all over again. Xander up top is still holding on to his left wrist, thinking about more smokes to come through. That'll block off most of this. Here comes the take. Up quickly goes Mata with the blast pack play, and it's successful for first blood.
Yeah, tentative stuff here. Spike finally looking like it's going to be planted backside.
30 seconds left.
Is that aftershock? That's actually going to delay things a little bit more. However, version 1 not able to do too much. That does actually allow them that smoke to go down, as they can get some more open angles here, as that spike is in the corner of the site. They can hold some of these lines. It's going to be a mad dash here. Oh, there's one whiff from B-Dog looking for somebody to play off of that.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness, Whippy, so slippery. And they're going to make their way in off the back of that. And Whippy is going to take down every single player. My goodness, so much damage, and Moose has nothing left in the tank. Oh, what on earth is Whippy on right now?
He's on his life, I think, is the biggest thing, because B-Dog missing the shot is everything. You saw it immediately. As soon as the shot is missed, as you called, it's not just version 1 getting onto site. B-Dog becomes a non-factor. So this initial play, as B-Dog tries to re-peek, does not get the rendezvous off in time. Whippy's trusted to make the next elimination Cubby happen, while you've got the last play out of Zelsis to help clear space with utility.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's I mean, here we go for the arcade pressure once again. That's been so typical, but at the same time, everybody else moving towards the setup here, and what a setup from V1 with the orbital strike, looking to do all the damage here early in the round. They've taken down one player. The spray, though, from Luminosity, they actually find a way to punish this aggression.
The initial slow play is absolutely flawless from version 1, but Luminosity just hold their ground. They once again deny version 1's forward play on the defense. But Whippy's heroics still come in. That allows them to maybe even consider, do they want to play for a resurrection here with that being earned? At the moment, there's no significant movement to say yes, maybe until right now. Whippy is quickly moving back to the middle of the map, looking maybe to get a fourth member into play.
Yeah, Luminosity looking really good, though, to close this one out here towards the B side. As you say, the res will be available, and it will come through. Guns can be collected, so
so good, so
I
good.
Didn't even see that. Oh no, cancel it out. At least they forced out the orbital strike.
I think LG's fine with that, though, Dan. You get the free kill, and you know that the only defender at B's moved. Yeah, I think you take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. Now, Moose is low, so as far as the 3v3 is concerned, there is a health advantage, but it may not make a difference.
Wow.
The showstopper's also avoided, leaving Zelsis for a 1v3.
How does he dodge that one? And they're going for the defuse here. There comes the aftershock. More delay and more delay. Penny in the open, doesn't even know which way to look. Zelsis full HP, but again, no way to know where to look first, and that's a quad kill from Tig. What a round from Tig. Now we got that cam. That should go down pretty quickly here, and the wall is in this occasion placed on the stairs. The B main stairs that lead in from tree. And LG have completely cut pace.
Does Moose check this? He's got just the trap in front of him. But V1 see it, they delete it. The peak, not going to find anything. So first blood missed from really both parties, but V1 will obviously recognize that, okay, one trap means that there very well could be players lurking at the bottoms of the map, but largely we have to make sure that we're at least putting some defensive pressure on this hit coming out of drop, which is exactly what's coming forward. LG get onto the site freely.
Yeah, they have to decide to take a fight somewhere, and they're looking to take spawn, and they knew that Moose was there. Really smart there from version 1. They had to do that. Really, really smart. I can't emphasize it enough. They're still there in a 5 versus 3 after that one. Whippy punishing players again.
Who's it going to be? Someone's got to pop off here, and it's not going to happen, at least not initially. Mata's only good for 1. You like overtime, kids, because we're going V1. The first round, and you hit this absolutely beautifully. I mean, it's the fact that they move forward through A halls. There's no point of contact. You know that there's going to be an A hit. It has to come through drop, but there's really no way you fight up against that. So wait for the lurking play. Force the engagement on the isolated player. Dude, this has been fun. It's just flat out. These two teams have really battled and countered each other in every moment. How about this? LG, first look that we're going to get with this Boombot play. It does find at least some damage countered out with the Boombot of V1 of their own. So aggression for aggression, utility for utility, and not much loss nor gain from either side off the end of it.
And just trying to slow things down. And again, there could be a timing here possibly, but we've got a push towards tree as a response from Luminosity. Now V1 a little boxed in at this point. So it's kind of hard to go across the rope at this stage. So they're going to have to re-clear tree, and then they can decide if they want to go back to A or not. Okay, that's the problem though.
That's a I mean, look what it's done. V1 say, well, can't fight that. Time to go back over towards the A site, where you again only have information that the raise is here. Here comes Dazzle off the flash, trying to be able to turn this into a double, but only collects 1 of 2. V1, a lifeline here as they approach over towards the A zone, but Mata says not so fast. A double comes through for him, leaving Xander on his lonesome for a 1v3.
Yeah, LG have done such a great job here, and there's very little for Xander to do. He's got to collect the spike. Luminosity looking to play this disciplines, and they can allow Xander. They want him to plant. They want to know precisely where he is. It's overtime. Just give him the plant. You get the information advantage, and he has the clock against him. Xander has no choice but to go for it, but Tig's lurked out. He has lurked all the way out, and he's going to finish it off.
A huge advantage for LG as we swap the sides as they go up 1, playing on their attack. The Boombot fails, by the way.
Yeah, it does. And again, look, this cut of pace, just the slow pace. It's very nerve-wracking here. Penny's got a nice off angle as they would jiggle the angle to the right of him, where Zalsis is. And then as they swing, he gets the shot, and there it is. Such a great setup. And now Zalsis comes through. Oh, man. They just got pulverized.
Boy. Zelsis has gotten himself the orb if he wants to use a showstopper to really put this round out of reach. Yep, there it is. Calls for it. Does get out, but it's Penny who actually is the one to talent elimination, leaving Moose into what would have to be a 1v5. First 2 looking okay, but we go defense for defense. Come on.
Not done just yet. And a lot of this action's happening towards this A main part of the map. And if you were just joining us earlier in the match, we haven't seen too much of the double satchel setups, and it's looking pretty good here for Luminosity. Got an arcade control working out nicely, and the pinch coming through from Dish as well. Version 1, they're in a lot of trouble here. The wall comes through so they can get this plant and cut off one of the avenues, playing on top of it too. But this is a difficult, very difficult look for V1 again.
Planted.
Penny was looking to stop any defensive rotations through mid. He loses the battle as B-Dog's operator continues to find value in this OT. So now you just have to play off of Effie's flash. Effie's got 2 slow orbs to potentially use. Here come the numbers. And well, Whippy's done incredible stuff before. This would take the kick though if he could pull off the 1v4.
Yeah, they're going to look to challenge him through the smoke. Surely, actually, looking for Whippy. It gets a freebie, but B-Dog around the side will be able to shut that one down. And we are looking at another Luminosity match point here as we go into this last round of the second.
The question has been now, what can you do offensively to keep V1 guessing? Because you could argue the same thing where V1 have found good responses defensively for what LG wanted to do, including now the first instance of some defensive aggression for V1 through Dish in a while.
Yeah, and V1 win that early exchange. Luminosity will take one across the rope back to the other side. As you can see, Marder flying along.
So graceful.
And Tig will join him as well. So they're setting up for that B attack. And look at the rotation here for V1. Again, it's a faster rotational fracture, but they're actually quite far away. A couple committed towards drop and Dish, and one on the A site. V1 are not playing for information right now, and that's going to bite them in the backside as LG look to assault the B site.
Especially if this is a full commitment. Yeah, the wall will break. So once again, V1 kind of have to be considerate of a multitude of ingress points here on this B attack. The tunnel play around will give an opportunity for LG to maybe even stack some aggression to take B tower. There's nobody there defensively, though. So for V1, you're kind of in a bunkered up spot, but you've got good assistance from a multitude of players that could help out from the middle of the map.
These slow ults are actually a really big problem.
So good.
Whippy actually goes out. I can't believe him. He's crazy. And he actually picks up a kill, so he takes out the breach. Dazzle's gone. And now they're going to try to defend here on the site proper, but looks like Luminosity will get the entries. Trade's still coming through, though, and the spike is on the ground at the moment. There might be opportunity here for Zelsis behind the smoke. He's going to dart out, and there's Tig around the corner, and he's going to seal the deal. Luminosity in overtime, in 3 maps. Oh, going to best